Yeah, bro, you can intro it. You know what I'm saying?
All
I'll
right.
let you go ahead and intro
Let
it.
me know when you started let
I'm
me know
already
when you hit the
started,
record
bro.
button.
We're
You
already
hit the
recording
record.
over here on my side. I'm already introing. You need to intro your video. We're
All
here.
right. One, two, three.
You can do
Hey,
it.
what's going on, guys? It's your boy Care Soldier back with another Borderlands 3 video. In today's video, we got our boy Kree. Say what's up, Kree?
Yo, what up, shitheads? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Yo, this guy. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Vault Hunters and where we are going to be ranking them in terms of who's the best, who's the worst. So we're going to get down to that. So without further ado, we're going to be talking about, first of all, what makes the best Vault Hunter. So we're going to go over a couple of things, what makes a Vault Hunter actually the best Vault Hunter. So we're going to be talking about things like survivability, damage, usability, action skills, skill trees, and all. So we're going to be covering all those topics, and then we're going to be finishing off by telling you guys who is the best Vault Hunter. So without further ado, Kree, let's
Oh,
get started.
me?
So Kree, what to you is the best Vault Hunter? What does that definition mean to you? What makes the best Vault Hunter?
Well, first off, I want to say the term best Vault Hunter is subjective to each and every single individual person that plays this game. That is an opinion and it's not a fact. Okay? Depends on what you value. For me personally, I like damage, survivability, and that's mainly the main two. Anything else I can really work around. But if I can do a lot of damage and I can not go and fight for your life too often, then we're gonna be having a good time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I could agree with that too. I mean, I feel like it's the character that can deal with the most amount of enemies the fastest, can kill bosses the fastest. So yeah, damage for sure, survivability, and also the other things like the action skills and all those kind of things for me are important. How about, okay, so I mean, speaking of that topic, survivability, which characters stand out for you when it comes to survivability?
Well, as someone who mostly plays Moze and Flak, right? My boy Flak can come in clutch whenever he has his frozen heart shield. However, without if you don't have an action skill start stopgap or frozen heart, it can be a little annoying to play on Flak. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you do get caught going down. Just because
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point he is the only Vault Hunter without any lifesteal. However, I do feel like Flak doesn't need lifesteal. I also think that could make him unique. I feel like Flak low-key should have his health bar changed to like armor because he's technically a robot. Doesn't have flesh, but that's neither here nor there. For Moze, honestly, the thing that kills me the most are my CMTs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then Amara has really strong lifesteal. And then I don't really play all that much Zane, but I clone
Yeah, Zen
kills.
has a lot of health steal with his barrier. His barrier protects him
And the barrier is amazing as
freeze.
well.
And he also has health steal, and he also has health regeneration all at the same time. So his survivability is like next to none. So I mean, for me too, like I would say survivability, the weakest character for that is Flak because he misses health steal.
And he's
As
gear
as great.
dependent in that
Yeah, he's
situation.
gear dependent. Like if you don't have the perfect God roll, Frozen Heart Shield or Stopgap, you're going to be down quite a bit compared to the other Vault Hunters. Anyways, it's not that Flak is unusable. It's just that there's Vault Hunters who do what he can't do better. Anyways, so if I was to rate survivability wise, I would say that Zane has the best survivability overall because of his barrier. Then I would say it can go either way between Moze and Amara because Amara and Moze can both kill people faster than they can be killed per se. Like their defense is their offense essentially, and obviously Amara has health steal as well, so she can just kind of shoot enemies back and get
And just
health.
sustain. Yep.
She can keep herself alive very easily. And Moze, again, Moze has a little bit of health steal as well, but mostly she's getting health steal from her grenades, which she can constantly spam. So that's really good as well. So like I said, Flak would be at the bottom of the list for me, and Zane would take that category by far. So when it comes to damage, Kree, which character for you would be the highest ranking for you for damage?
Oh, I would definitely say Flak.
Yeah, you'd say Flak, okay. And
I
why
would.
do you say Flak for damage exactly?
Well, Flak can one-shot any boss in the game very casually. I mean, most wall hunters in the game can one-shot almost any boss. However, I just like doing it with Flak consistently. And although the reflex is a little bit nerfed, it still puts in a massive amounts of work. It's not as amazing, overwhelming presence in the Guardian takedown as it once was. However, it's still very, very good everywhere else, and still decent inside of the takedown for sure. Also, the Monarch still has not been touched, so that's also kind of important. Also, there is other good guns out there for flak. Obviously, the Dakota is an amazing one. A lot of Jacob shotguns are still very, very solid. I've also been playing around with some other stuff. I really want to test out some of these face punchers I have, dude, honestly. Just really see what that is. But for Moze, you know what I'm saying? She can do just about any damage with either a backburner, a plague bear, and a flipper. So that'll literally kill wipe the entire game.
Yeah. I mean that's what I was about to say too. When somebody says damage for me, I mean
like casual damage, Moze is just super casual. Just get double capstone, green and blue tree.
Yeah, pretty much, essentially. I mean, she can basically take any rocket launcher and blow up a whole map because she has so much splash damage radius. She has just a whole bunch of, like you said, CMTs from her Minesweeper. She can just absolutely obliterate the map very, very easily. Amara's up there too with Ties That Bind. And then with Flak, you have the Bounty Hunter specifically that can just absolutely wreck bosses. Zane, on the other hand, he's a little more tricky because you gotta get into slide shooting, and some people don't like slide shooting, but that can optimize Zane's damage overall. But for me, I would say category of damage, it would either be Amara or Moze for me personally, and then for sure Flak in terms of like the potential damage. But Zane, like I said, is up there. But it's hard to determine because damage can be found from many ways. Like Zane, his damage is based off of speed, so if he slides like extremely fast, he can get up to 1,000% extra damage, which is violent momentum with Speed Demon. So anybody can really do damage in terms of Vault Hunters. I think it's just more like who's more
how you do the damage, what's required in order for you to do said damage.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Zane's very easy because all his skill tree provides him with damage by giving him more speed, which translates to damage for his character. So all you have to do is spec your skill tree up, and you can really do some good damage right off the rip with Zane. Same thing with Moze, and Moze is one of the easiest characters to get going. I mean, short fuse and you're good to go. So I would say Moze for damage for that category. For usability, so like which one, like we were saying, like which character is the easiest one to just pick up and start going to town with? Which one would you say?
Oh, I would definitely say Moze for sure, because it's just very simple and straightforward. You just get some sort of explosive weapon, any Torg weapon, especially early on in the game. Like you were a fresh new player to this game, and you would like your first run through. Honestly, Moze is especially this day and age, Moze is very, very casual and very easy. You won't really struggle that much at all. You get any good rocket launcher, you can find a lump running through the story. You can find a quickie or a head chug that'll kill literally any boss. It's just with super casually. I'm like nothing insanely required to like run through that.
I would say that Amara is the complete opposite. Like I find like Amara is very intricate with her skill tree. You have to be very
you got to know what's going on.
Yeah, you got to know exactly what's going on, and by getting information from outsources, like if you were just to read her skill tree for face value, you'd be like, what's going on here? This gives me gun damage, but apparently it doesn't give me as much as it says. Put a point here, it gives me more ricochets. Like there's things you have to figure out with Amara that not every player would understand unless they actually go out of their way and go on YouTube and stuff. So for easy to pick up and just get going, I would say as well Moze or even like Zane too at a point. But yeah, I'll give it to Moze because she's just easy to use. How about action skills? Who has like some of the best action skills in the game, would you say?
Alright, so first off, now with the recent buff to Hammer Down Protocol, it's not really a recent buff now, I would say that Hammer Down Protocol Iron Bear is definitely in my top 2 now with favorite action skills, just because it's so just casual. It blows everything up, literally 20 mil pop. I think is it the left one that fires the three sets of the nukes? It's more than the right side.
No, it's the Vanquisher pods you're talking about.
No, Hammer Down Protocol. One side fires more nukes than the other. And I think it's the left side.
Left side, yeah.
I think it's that, and I'm always gonna be a fadeaway guy at heart. And also, Gorillas in the Mist is actually pretty decent now as well. But yeah, I would definitely say Gorillas in the Mist and Hammer Down Protocol is my personal favorite top 2.
Okay.
For sure.
I would say the best in the game though was Ties That Bind, action skill wise. Like just Ties That Bind.
Ties That Bind.
Yeah, it just destroys the whole game in terms of action skills. I mean, it is an augment, but it's part of an action skill phase grasp. I think Ties That Bind is absolutely just ridiculous right now.
Just a
Obviously, before
little
the
bit.
patch, Moses Iron Bear was extremely good with Minesweeper. It still is really good, but like, just Ties That Bind is just insane. The amount of billions it can hit over damage cap, which is crazy. So there's a lot of things that Amara's action skills can do. I think I would give that one to Amara personally.
That's
Now for
cool.
skill trees, though. For skill trees, who do you think has the most versatile skill trees?
So okay, so when we're talking versatile skill trees, right? We're talking like what like kind of concepts like you can run, like how like you can definitely set up your trees and stuff. So
No, more so
like
you have
like
three different tiers of you have three different categories, like the green, the blue, and the red
the
tree.
red, right?
And there's like several perks in each. How like which Vault Hunter has the most usable perks? Like for example, Zane, his green tree, half of his green tree is garbage. You know what I mean? But Mo's,
Oh,
any of
okay,
his
yeah,
is all
okay,
great.
right, okay. So if we're talking about that, like which eat for each Vault Hunter, right? I'll just go over my boy Flag first because I'm literally looking at skill trees right now. So obviously any Flag player out there knows that their Hunter tree is by far their most important skill tree. For sure, Megavar is just way too important of a perk. You have got to capitalize on that, as well with the recent buff to Galactic Shadow. It's also very well, especially things like big game and the most dangerous games. You're gonna have those up almost literally like 100% of the time. They're very, very, very solid. And then even things like Two Fang, especially depending on what you're using, right? If you're using sniper rifles and or rocket launchers, single projectile weapons that work the best with Two Fang. Not so much with shotguns. If you ever notice that, if you're ever running a lot of shotguns on flag, just don't run Two Fang. You're just wasting skill points at that point.
But his blue
But
tree is not that good though. There's
I
not
mean, me
that.
personally, I don't play that much in the blue tree. Whenever I run a fadeaway build, I always get the 3 to Persistence Hunter because the extra gun damage and axe skill duration is very, very good. Although the gun damage in Persistence Hunter is additive, not multiplicative. The axe skill duration for fadeaway is also very nice. Added bonus.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
for rack attacks, setups, I don't spec anything into the blue tree, honestly, at all, personally. Which sucks,
But
dude,
I would
because
say,
pack tactics is really nice. So is mutated defenses. But like, I don't know. I really love the Stalker tree as well.
yeah, but I'm saying like, out of all the Vault Hunters, whose skill tree is the most usable out of all of them, and I would say Mo's
Moe's,
and Amara.
honestly, okay, yes, yeah.
Amara too. Amara, all her skill trees are good from head to toe. I mean, you can pretty much take any capstone
Get a
for
life
Amara, and
steal.
same for Mo's. Mo's you can go for any capstone, and they're all very good. Zane, on the other hand, his green tree is poor, and Flak, his blue tree is poor. So the bottom two, I would say, is Zane and Flak for skill trees, and then for the top two, I would say Mo's and Amara have the
Amara.
best skill trees because all their perks are very usable for both characters at the top. So I would say between Amara and Mo's for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with you on that one for sure. I always find that you can I spec more into like all like the points on Moe's than I do on most of my other characters. Like for a lot of setups, I spec into like similar skills, but I definitely see myself on Moe's where I can change it up.
How about for the class mods? So class mods, who has the most like versatility in terms of class mods?
Honestly, dude, I really think that like Flag has a great amount of like a wide variety of class mods he can choose from. Oh,
I would say Mo's has the most.
I was just finna, I was
Flak mostly uses between Cosmic Stalker, Bounty Hunter, Stackbot. Those three are like his bread and butter.
man, but y'all sleeping on the Red Fang, and y'all sleeping on the Rack Packs, and y'all sleeping on the Deadeye, and the Rack, the fucking Rack Commander.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
I'm
joke.
saying the most commonly used, like I would say, is not those. Like
I'm
most
saying they're all
commonly-
good. Like
all
they're
good.
all very usable and stuff.
That's true.
Like I don't know many MR builds that don't use a Spiritual Driver or Phase Zerker.
Yeah, those are the only two they use. So
And
yeah,
I've used plenty of Mo's. I've used almost I think all the columns on Moses at this point just because they're all so good. They're all very
I mean,
unique.
Zane's at the bottom. He has one. Seen dead.
Seen dead. Better have DLC
Amara
one
has
fool.
two. Amara has two, so she has basically Phase Zerker and Spiritual Driver that basically everybody uses. And then yeah,
Flak and Mo's
are
have
the
at
most-
least three. At least three.
Mo's
barely.
has like 5 or 6. She has a Sapper, Green Monster,
Blastmaster,
Minesweeper,
Minesweeper.
Blast Monster, yeah. And Rocketeer, people use Com Swap with that. So Auto Bear can last longer. A Raging Bear.
Okay,
So you
yeah,
can just
Raging
do a whole
Bear.
Raging Bear
Yeah,
setup. So
you don't even have to have. You don't. Yeah, dude. Mo's is so powerful with the Raging Bear. You don't even have to have guns. You could be the Guardian
Nice.
takedown.
So for you, so for mobbing, by the way, who do you feel is the best mobbing Vault Hunter?
Honestly, I would have to say Amara or Mo's. Amara because ties that bind, as you mentioned earlier, is just retardedly stupid.
Yeah.
Especially with the remnant orbs that you get after it as well. It's just kind of insane.
Yeah.
Flak was amazing before his reflex got nerfed. I mean, don't get me wrong, Flak can still down a shit ton of mobs super fast. But I do feel like Mo's is also really good at that as well. Especially, yo, dude, I was testing with a lump earlier. People sleeping on the lumps, man. The lumps are still amazing. Just saying. That's totally a side note.
Okay, so you would say Amara basically for mobbing.
I would say Amara. Yeah, Amara and Mo's probably. Although Flak's like right there too. It's just like that reflex
I would
nerf, man. Just
say
hurt the Guardian
mobbing-
takedown.
Like mobbing and Zane is like he's in the middle of the pack for me because like what Amara can do with ties that bind is just like extraordinary, and then Mo's just her capability of blowing up the map with all the splash damage, area of effect on her artifact, increasing the actual effectiveness of her splash, which makes a lot of the mobs be dead real quick. She can shoot one missile of the yellow cake and then the whole map is blown up. So I mean, she can effectively take on mobs, and Amara, you know, Amara is extremely effective as well. So I would say, yeah, I agree with you totally with the Mo's and Amara at the top, yeah. So for bossing, who I kind of know who I think you're gonna pick, which I think is gonna be Flak.
Oh yeah.
Who do you think is the best? Yeah, Flak.
Oh yeah.
Boss.
I love Flak for bossing.
Yeah, the bounty hunter is really stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, the bounty hunter is really strong. I would say it depends. If you use gimmicks with Amara, like I've seen Moxie like phase grasp, like not even shoot a bullet and absolutely obliterate Wotan.
Wotan, yeah.
So it depends how you finesse the game, you know, because I've seen Flak absolutely one-shot bosses. I've seen Zane one-shot bosses. And I've seen Mo. So I feel like it can go either way. I would actually say a better question because it's more so who can like easily use the less amount of gear to kill bosses the easiest. And I would say Amara. Like she can use green pieces of gear and just use those gimmicks and kill the bosses.
It's the tricks, not the gear.
That's right. But yeah, bossing, I mean, it would be for me. It's between I would say Flak. Most can absolutely destroy the back burner. Like it's just like she can one-shot any boss in the game with a back burner, literally. So it's tough. It's tough. So that one for me is just it's tough for sure to answer that one. So I mean, in conclusion, when it comes to ranking the Vault Hunters, from least, so the worst, there's no worst, but you know we have to put somebody at the bottom, to the best. Starting with you, Kree, who would you say is the least good Vault Hunter?
So when we're ranking the Vault Hunters, y'all, this is my personal humble opinion. I only put Zane at the bottom of my personal barrel just because I have the least amount of playtime on him. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying as someone who doesn't have that much like playtime with him, I just can't really like truly judge him like I can judge the other three as well as my main two. You feel me? So I put Zane at the bottom. I'm not saying he's bad. I just had the least experience with him. As well, I would assume you would put Flak at the bottom of your list just because you have the least amount with him. And you have a lot more time on Zane, man. Way more on Zane than I have on Zane.
I actually have a lot of experience with Flak, man. I had some of my most fun builds with him, actually. So, yeah, man. But so you said Zane. Okay, who's in your third spot?
So my third spot, right? My third and second are almost interchangeable. There's on any given day I could like switch it up. I would say a little bit after this recent patch, especially the reflex, my boy Flak kind of has to fall like slightly lower in the tiers. I would have to. No. I'm not doing that. No. Look, I'm getting really close to my mic. Y'all probably can't hear me that much on Soldiers In, but look. when we first recorded this video, I actually put Flack at 3. I'm gonna put Amara at 3. All right. All right. Now,
Damn.
Flack goes at 2.
Damn. Okay.
All right. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all wait for the day. Flack's gonna be pimping. Flack is already pimping. But obviously number 1, especially recently, bro. I've done all the showcases on Mo's. Man, oh my god, Mo's is just so much fun. Yeah, Mo's definitely rounds it up at the top for me. She's just super easy to do. She's good at she's really good at everything, and she's not hard to pick up at all.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that, man. I mean, I can see what you mean by that. My rankings gonna be definitely different though. So to give some background information, actually is more so I played with every Vault Hunter, and I actually just posted a recent build on Amara, so I'm kind of fresh off of Amara right now. So what they did to the recursion, which was Amara's best gun, it kind of lowered her effectiveness with certain builds. So now the majority of her weapons are single target weapons right now. She relies heavily on ties that bind and stuff like that. And if it wasn't for ties that bind, she can really struggle at times, especially without gimmicks like using Groundbreaker and all those kind of things. It can really affect Amara. Flack is absolutely insane. I mean, if you build this character right, he's a beast. Mobbing and bossing, he's really, really strong. Like with Jacob's weapons, with the Dakota, I mean, this guy can really hit hard. So it's really hard for me to put Flack somewhere right now because he's really, really strong as well. And then bosses, you throw on the Bounty Hunter and Flack, he's crazy. It's just that he's a little squishy.
Just a little bit.
Against like, yeah, he's a little bit slow, so Wotan can hit him very easily. And if you don't use a stopgap, it's going to be tough for you to stay alive. So that's where I'm kind of in the mix. Zane is all around as well. Good. Just like Mo's, he's very all around. He's fast. He can do a lot of damage. He's well protected. He has probably the best survivability in the game. He can also output a ton of damage with the right setup, with the right artifacts and stuff like that. He is all around a very, very good character. And then Mo, she just blows up the map like I said before. It's just, she can do things so easy. Plus she has perks like not health regeneration, but ammo regeneration. She can spam grenades. She can
super ammo efficient, just casually.
Yeah, super ammo efficiency, plus the Minesweeper is just extremely powerful for her. She can actually kill enemies with grenades because her grenades can get critical hits.
Yep.
Which also
proc Minesweeper.
No other character in the game can use grenades like Mo's can. So all of her skill trees are all complete. You can use all the perks and take advantage of them pretty much well. So yeah, pretty much she's a solid character. So for me, first place is Mo's for sure. Second place, that's the hardest part. If you look at Mox's videos and you watch the gimmicks and you see the little phase grass blows up Wotan in a second, you guys may say Amara's the best of the game. But if you actually play her quite a bit, she's not as versatile as you guys really think she is. She has 2 class mods to use in the game. She's very dependent on ties that bind. And even there was another one, I think it's not the Remnant Orbs, but there's another thing that she's actually dependent on too. And she doesn't have that much weapon choices. They just nerfed her recursion quite a bit, so she doesn't have that much mobbing. So again, she's so dependent on ties that bind right now. So it's kind of hard for me to put her second. You know what I mean? Like Zane for me is more all-rounded, and he can just be a beast. So I would say Zane second, Amara third, or Flack third, and Amara between third and fourth. So like they're interchangeable between Flack and Amara near the bottom for me.
Okay.
Zane would be pretty top tier for me because his clone is also extremely strong right now. They just nerfed an OPQ system and that's it. But the clone can absolutely you can chill back and just let your clone do everything. Plus you can teleport, plus you can speed run anything in the game. So yeah, Zane is just super, super tough.
Yeah, maybe I should play a little bit more Zane in my life, huh?
Yeah, bro. I would say Mo, Zane, Amara, Flack, and I would say Flack under Amara because Flack's survivability, that's pretty much that. So Amara third for me.
I see. That's fair.
Yeah.
I respect your list.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much that, bro. So that sums up the video, man. So Kree, he said that he put Zane at the bottom because he's playing him a lot. Then he said Amara, he said Flack, he said Mose.
Yeah,
I said
I just like Flack, man. I have a little bit of bias, just a little bit, but you know what I'm saying.
yeah, I said Flack at the bottom because of his survivability. Amara because she's not that versatile as a character, because she relies sincerely on ties that bind quite too much, in my opinion, and they just nerfed the recursion, which was one of her best guns in the game. And then Zane all around is a sound character. He has his barrier, he has Hellsteel, he has good DPS, he has a ton of damage, he has his clone, which absolutely just kill everything in the game by himself at the light show. And then you have Mose, who just does most things and blows up everything in the game. So yeah, pretty much. And they're just easy to pick up characters. You don't have to know a lot about Zane or too much about Mose to figure out how to use the characters. Amara, you need to know a little bit more to figure her out, to put her skill tree together properly. And Flack, unfortunately, if he had Hellsteel, he would be above Amara for me. But yeah, that's that. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the video.
All right, cool. We all hope y'all enjoyed this, this video. You know what I'm saying? We generally live stream together and stuff instead, but we actually decided to sit down and do the video. This would have been out earlier if I was such a lazy sack of shit, but sometimes your boy Kree just get caught up doing stuff. Anyways, though, guys, hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please let us know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let us know your personal list. How would you rank the Vault Hunters, guys? We want to know. Anyways, though, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Korean Soldier. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Peace out, everybody.